Hey Jasper,
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good, thank you. Long time no see. How are
I,
you?
I, I'm good as well. I think the last time was May, just right when The Walls was released.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah, yeah,
really?
yeah.
Oh, well, it's nice to see you again. Thank you for having me back.
And there happened. Let's start because there happened a lot this year because you've been on tour every single night. I see you always on stage. How is it for you?
Oh my gosh, it's so cool. Like this is kind of what I've been wanting to like be doing for like 2 years now because I've been in lockdown for such a long time. And yeah, I'm kind of like not taking anything for granted because I haven't it's weird coming out of lockdown and not being able to perform these songs and then suddenly like being able to put on my own kind of sold out shows. It's just like amazing. I'm really enjoying it, and it's really inspiring. I just kind of want to go back into the studio and write more songs to be able to play more live. But yeah, it's amazing. I'm loving it so much.
And people can sing along with all the lyrics you wrote.
Yes, it's really weird. Like one thing that's been the strangest is coming out of lockdown, and basically because everything's been on my phone and been on like my phone screen, not being able to really feel like it's real and there are actual real people there that kind of know the songs and are listening to the music. So getting to put a show on and having people sing the words back to me is just something that I've never had, and it's really surreal. And yeah, it's just like there are actual physical people that really exist that are listening to my music. It's really strange.
What was the best show you've done this year so far?
The best show was definitely Shepherd's Bush Empire. I did it like a few nights ago. And yeah, it's like an iconic venue. I saw like Clairo there a few years ago, and I saw Sam Fender there. And like I never thought that I'd be able to kind of sell Shepherd's Bush Empire out for myself. So like yeah, getting to play a show was sick. And yeah, it was just very, very emotional. I was playing Scarlet, and I thought I was gonna like shed a little tear halfway through. It was so cool. It was like the best moment ever.
And you do it all on your own. That must be nerve wracking. I wouldn't be on a stage on my own, I think.
Oh my gosh, it is terrifying, but I feel like I've done so many shows this summer that I'm kind of just like enjoying it now and not really thinking too much about it. But Shepherd's Bush Empire actually was the first time that I've ever played with another musician. So I actually had a
Oh,
drummer,
wow.
and that was really cool. Like it was so cool. It just made, because the venue was a little bit bigger, it just made everything feel a bit more like live and real. And um, there was a bit more energy in the set, so that was so fun, and I'm looking forward to more big gigs, hopefully.
And today is a big day because the EP is finally released. How is it to have your own vinyl?
Oh my gosh, it's so cool. It's sick. I mean, like, I'm a huge vinyl fan. So yeah, it's amazing to be able to have my own kind of physical vinyl. It's very surreal, to be honest, but I'm excited for people to get them because I know people have been waiting for them for a long time. So yeah, that will be amazing. We'll have to send you one.
Yeah, now you can go to the record store to put your vinyl on front.
Literally, I can rearrange them and put them all at the front for sure, or I can go and buy them all.
A lot of collaborations on this EP. You work with Matt Healy, you work with Benjamin Leftwich, Benjamin Francis Leftwich. How is
Yes.
it to do that collabs?
It was really cool. Like I've worked with Ben on a couple things. So he actually wrote a few of the songs from the first EP with me. So like he wrote Overkill with me and Deep End with me. So I've worked with him before, and I find like with Matty as well, like it's really important for me because songwriting is such a personal thing. So I find it really hard to kind of open up to like a stranger. Like writing is such
Yeah.
a like intimate kind of thing. So I feel like I have to be in the room with people that I really trust, and that will make me feel really comfortable about being able to say whatever I want. And working with Matty and Ben, just they were amazing to work with because they just created such a comfortable, like really lovely environment for us to kind of write in. And yeah, they're both amazing songwriters, and have influenced my writing before I even knew them personally. So yeah, it's all been really fun, and I'm looking forward to more.
What did you learn from a guy like Matty? Because he's on stage for like 10 years with the 1975. He does a lot of collabs now. He worked with Biba Doobie. He worked with you. What did you learn from him?
I think the main thing was obviously he's like major talented and like he's so good and he's just an amazing writer. But I think mostly like I wrote Please Don't Leave Just Yet with Matty kind of halfway through the pandemic when we had like a little gap in the pandemic here in the UK when we were able to go back and work again. And I was feeling like a little bit kind of just rubbish. Like I feel like because it had been a pandemic and nothing really felt like kind of legitimate. And I feel like because I'd been sort of judging myself off like of social media for like months and months. And I was just kind of feeling a bit like where am I going with this, like a little bit disheartened and discouraged with everything. And then I remember like going into the studio with Matty and like being able to write this song with him, and I don't know, it just gave me like such a boost of confidence and like just like made me feel like a really good writer again. And like I don't know what it is about what it was about him. He was just like a really cool guy, just really encouraging, and was just like really like complimentary and just do like very like open for me to just be me and just write my own thing. And yeah, I just felt really good about myself coming out of the studio, and I loved the song, and just being able to turn something negative that I was going through into something really positive just made me feel really good.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was such a good day, and yeah.
You can hear that on this EP because this is your best work so far, I think.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I'm really proud of it. I think the songwriting has definitely become a little bit more sort of introspective and yeah, which I really love. I don't think about kind of the type of music that I'm making so much. I just kind of go into the studio and write kind of how I'm feeling at the time, or just the type of music that I'm loving. So yeah, thank you. That's really good to hear. I'm always comparing myself to like my old stuff, and
Yeah.
wanting to kind of top what I've done. So that's really good to hear. I'm glad that you like it.
Last time we spoke, it was around The Walls Are Way Too Thin that was released. And then I asked you, who is your most famous follower at the moment? That was Phoebe Bridgers.
Yes.
Next year, you're going for a month to the US. Are you planning to work with her? Because it needs to happen, right?
It needs to happen, but I don't know if I could ever meet her. Like, I don't know. I love her so much that I think I would just like completely freak out. I don't know how I'd behave in front of her. Like, how would I do it? Like, how would I keep my composure?
Start with sending a direct message to her.
Maybe I should. Maybe I should. I need to just pluck up the courage, but yeah, I love her so much. I'd be too scared. I'd be shaking, I think.
You've been to the US this year as well because you did the big Jimmy Fallon show. Is that scary as well? Or how does it work to be on a talk show like that?
Oh my gosh, it was the most terrifying thing I've ever done, I think. I think it was like #1 most terrifying moment of the career so far.
Really?
Yeah, it was so scary. And I don't really get nervous for gigs anymore because I've done a lot over the summer. But going into like, because it was like live, like I didn't have like a lot of like if I got it wrong, then it was just wrong on TV.
Really?
So
Oh, wow.
yeah, and it was like terrifying. I didn't think about it too much until I was there, and there was like a live audience and like all of these big cameras kind of in my face, and it was just terrifying. It was so scary. I'm not sure what it was about it. I think I've done like, I did Kimmel and I did like James Corden,
Yeah.
and Jules Holland, but they were all like kind of remotely. So I'd kind of been able to do it from home and then sort of send them the performance. But this was like so terrifying. I think it was because it was like very final, like whatever I did would be there forever.
That's it. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but it was so cool though. Like looking back, I'm really proud of it. And yeah, it was really fun, and he was really lovely and really welcoming, and yeah, it was all fun.
Next year, there will be a tour in the US. I saw some dates in Europe as well. Where is the Netherlands date, Holly?
Oh my gosh, guys, I'm working on it. I'm working on it. I can't wait to come though. Like Europe is my favorite place to tour, and it's my favorite place to visit anyway. I'm not sure what it is about Europe, but it's just the best. Like I think people are so friendly there, and it's so diverse, and there's so many different like country to country. It's so different. And I'm just looking forward to coming back. Like the last time I was in Europe, I was on like a support tour, and I like interrailed it the whole way because it was just sort of me and a guitar. So that was like so fun, and I had the best time. So I'm just really looking forward to coming back to Europe, and yeah, it's very exciting to me that I get to come back really soon.
But now at the moment, there are some of my listeners which are traveling to the UK to see you play live.
I mean, that's mad. That's crazy. That's so crazy. And hopefully they won't have to do it because I'm going to come to you. Yeah, it's so cool. It's so weird. There have been like a few people at the gigs that have said that they've flown over, and like I know like I had to cancel one of the shows, actually two of the shows in Ireland, and somebody like had DM'd me saying, I've flown all the way over from Europe to see you, and like you've cancelled. And it was just awful, awful. But it's so lovely that people are wanting to fly so far over to see me. Like that's crazy. It's so cool.
The EP is out now. There's a song on it which is called Friendly Fire. I love the build-up in the song. It starts acoustic. It ends up very massive. I would love to play that now on the radio if that's okay for you.
Yes, please do. Please do. It's one of my favorites.
Thank you so much again for your time.
Thank you so much for having me, Jasper. It's so lovely to see you again.
And next year, finally in real, hopefully.
Oh gosh, let's hope so. I mean, it's been a long time coming, hasn't it?
It is.
It's getting a bit silly now. It's getting a bit silly.
But the world is still in the same place, so hopefully next year.
Yeah, let's hope so. Fingers crossed.
Have a great day. See you later. Cheers.
See you later, bro. Thank you.